Gotta be honest, did not miss having to go suffer through this nonsense. Let's talk about a bit where I was at before I became a bear. At first, I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, oh, the company's been trying to push this forever. It's a really incredible offer. But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp, but I don't want to be one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, you think we can do a tiger prawn on our budget? So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
You know, every now and again, sometimes the nonsense he says is kind of related to the events at hand if you look at it sideways and squint really hard. And other times he just says random stuff, and it irritates me like no one's business. And the dinging, yep, that's still just as obnoxious as it was when I first started. Not a fan of it.
Good.
Yep, don't care, and nothing new, so we're out. Alright, first things first, head to the dining hall. Where everybody's gonna probably be really mad and cranky about stuff. Everything terrible is about to go down. Alright, let's go. Yellow, yellow. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. Oh, now what are you doing here? Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't care. Stop talking. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? 95% of everything this character says can be completely ignored because, like, nothing of substance is in there. Like, all of this stuff that she's saying, you can ignore it and just sort of infer what she's saying through other characters.
Okay.
I refuse to lose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. Of course. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
I am the president of no such made-up land. You don't understand.
The worst.
What does that even mean? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What the heck?
Yeah, because, you know, you're not obnoxious when you talk either. What are you talking about? Filthy? Me? Nope, not reading any of this. Not reading any of this. None of it. None of it. None of it. None of it. Okay, thank you. For the love of God, thank you, Sakura.
Hey,
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
And she's also a complete and total sociopath. Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible. But with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. For anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Why do I get the feeling we're never gonna get a chance? Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. That is not what this situation is. Although she would be an option, she is on the list. Not reading that. Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. No, that's just not that. You're just jumping to conclusions. Why is this happening to me? Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? Is that because of, you know, the fist fighting with a robot bear? Must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm sure nothing horrible will happen before I get a chance to talk to you. Oh god, did I just... Oh no. Oh, well, how would they know? How How on earth would Sakura ever get taken out?
You know?
She's like the least likely person to die out of anybody. Even Makoto has a higher death rate chance than she does. And I'm playing as Makoto. Well, for now, let's eat. Don't care. Stop having a face.
What's your problem?
Then don't. Please leave. Yeah, well, gee, it's almost like you're an incredibly obnoxious person with an absolute garbage personality. Can't imagine why anybody would ever not want to be around you.
What the heck?
What about your family? Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom. Wait, you had 2 moms? What? That's just how things were. That's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. Don't stop. No words. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. There's literally nothing those two could be talking about that I want to hear. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. So I guess that apparently actual progress can be made, because Kyoko's pretty much the driving factor of how any of this nonsense works. I have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. That is a true fact. Okay, so I'm in free time mode. Okay, so hang on. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, so dead. Yeah, dead. Yeah, dead. Already maxed out Hina. So this is a problem. Okay. So I can't talk to Sakura, and I'm willing to wager a fine sum of money that I'm not going to be able to speak to Kyoko. She's not going to be interested in speaking to me, which means that my only options for human interaction at the time, as of right this moment, are Bakuya, Yasuhiro, and Toko. I desperately do not want to speak to any of those people. Like, no, you genuinely have no idea how much I would prefer to not. Okay, hang on a second. Where is every people's? Where are you? Okay, so yeah, Sakura in the room. Can't talk to her. Nobody in there. Nobody is there. Nada. Okay. So I can't talk to Hina, and I can't talk to Sakura, the only characters I would actually like to talk to. Okay, I'm already 900% positive about not being able to talk to Kyoko right now, which is the worst. Because I'd be totally down with being better friends with her, but
Anyway.
I'm busy. I don't have time to waste. Yep, okay. I don't want to talk to the people I have available. Okay.
Yo.
Did you need something? Companionship that doesn't involve somebody as unbelievably Looney Tunes as you. It better not be my life. Don't kill me.
Help me.
I don't really have a choice, do I? Well then, why don't we have a heated discussion about cosmogony? Mahogany? I don't even know. I learned all about Hero's theories of the origin of the universe. I can already hear my brain liquefying. Ooh. Would you like to give him a present? Sure, why not? I've got a bunch of esoteric nonsense. Okay, what's one of the weirdest things I have in here? Let's see. Sunflower seeds. Rings, perfume, a brooch, gloves. No, I need something that's unbelievably, like, weird and nonsensical. Not clothing. Something random as all hell. No. There's gotta be something in here. Yeah, how about this thing? You want a skull? You're saying I could have this? Okay. I was right. I just went in and grabbed the most absurd item I had in my inventory, and it seemed to have worked out pretty well. Okay then. Ain't that great? Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. A discount?
How about that?
Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it 900. Do not have that money, and nothing you have to say is going to be worth anything resembling that amount. That's only a $100 discount, and even then it's way too expensive.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on, you count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future. So, are you right pretty often? We've already had this discussion, although I guess it's coded so you can have this at any point. Why anybody would immediately be going to Yasuhiro for these sort of social interactions at the beginning of the game, I haven't the slightest, but hey, I guess I have no right to judge.
Well,
Sure am. At a bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. 20%? That sounds pretty sketchy.
what the heck?
That's random happenstance. You just kind of... There's a vague possibility of that sort of thing happening. For real? Don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What? When did you see it?
Well,
Haha, you wouldn't believe what I saw. It would appear that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman. I refuse, denied, don't like it.
right.
Doesn't matter if you don't like it, that's just the way it is. 20% accuracy, you said.
You know?
At least. I pray for everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. There's no way you're gonna be right? If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. Naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. You know, he seems like a colossal idiot, but I think he might actually be a skilled scam artist. Oh, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people could fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you. Whatever else happens, don't let him be right. Okay, oh, and I unlocked a skill. Sweet, lost in thought. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. So do I just keep talking to him? I don't want to. Like, I genuinely would rather not, but whatever. I guess I have more skulls, so might as well. Can't think of anybody else I could possibly talk to. I mean, as much as I don't like being around Yasuhiro, I would desperately rather not be around Toko or Byakuya even more. What's going on, Makoto? I'm like super exhausted, so I hope you don't need anything from me. Alright, let's talk.
Please.
Can you try and cheer me up, Makoto? I'm down in the dumps and got no energy at all. Oh god, I can relate to him. I do not like that at all. Alright, well, apparently whatever I did worked. Alright, yep. I'm pretty sure I've got another... I'm pretty sure I had 4 skulls. Naturally, most people would not need more than one of these things, but there you go. There we go. Yep, I got 3 more of these things, so might as well. There you go. All of a sudden, I feel invigorated. Aren't you swell? Hey, Makoto, what's up, my brother and fellow mother lover? Okay, that's a disturbing sentence if there ever was one. Stop talking about that.
Oh,
So, you ready for the next round? Never! Actually, how do you do your fortune telling anyway? I saw you doing palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything. Wow, I didn't know you knew about divination tools. Sounds like you know your way around the spirit world. Well, I'm vaguely familiar with the shadow realm. I'm not sure you need to know that much to know about those kind of tools. Now that I know you're an expert, I have a question for you. A correct answer gets you another discount. No thanks.
Could it be?
There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Don't use words I don't know how to pronounce. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those are tarot cards. I mean, granted, I knew about them beforehand, but I mean, Persona kind of helped me learn all about those things. Oh, I know, you're talking about tarot cards. Ah, gloriously correct. I will now tell your fortune for a measly 600 bones. Chicken bones? Those are probably the easiest to get. Wow, really? It's something I'd never say. I've had enough fortune telling for one lifetime. I see. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Sure thing. Anyway, getting back to what I asked you before. If you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your fortune telling?
Don't be mean.
Well, don't be fooled. I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology. Numerology?
Yo.
It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, all that. But I didn't see you doing anything like that either. Well, it's more of an inspirational style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you and suddenly, bam, you got the info. You're talking about intuition.
How about that?
Don't try and describe it using such a cheesy word. But if it's not intuition, then it's gotta be some kind of supernatural power.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Don't compare my clairvoyance to some occult bullcrap. I hate the occult. Take that crap somewhere else. You hate the occult?
Well,
Yep, now here's some good news. Heck now, and I'll throw in an extra bonus on your reading. I used white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds of this, baby, and you'll be witnessing miracles and communing with angels for days. And you said you hate the occult? Hey, business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand. Alright, well, that was weird. And that's kind of, I guess, putting things at, like, its bare minimum. I shook off Hero's sales pitch and headed back to my room for a while. I really do think he's just I think he might actually be a competent con man. And the dinging and the donging and the bing bong booming. Nope, please stop. Not with that. Hate that so much.
Attention, attention.
Oh, that's never good.
Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
I would rather not.
Quick.
I would really prefer not to. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym. And he sounded pretty serious about it too. Which is not common information. Leave the area? Oh, I'm leaving the area. Look at this. Look at this guy acting like I actually have a choice in the matter. Alright, so taking on bets. What do you think is the horrible thing that's gonna be happening this time? I have yet to step foot into that gym without something terrible taking place. It's like it's some sort of crazy magnet. Like a magnet for terror and trauma and traumedy and other things of that general nature. And what have you got to say about all this? You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together, after all. Sakura?
well then.
Makoto? If something happens to me... Okay, well, I'm already feeling pretty bad. Oh boy. Hina. Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
So then.
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Sakura? Was she about to tell me that if anything happened to her, I should be taking care of Hina? Because, holy crap, I don't like that at all. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began. The crazy bear man with his crazy bear words is about to bestow even more crazy bear wisdom upon us. Friggin' Paper Mario cutout wannabe.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of your life you really are. Says pretty much the literal physical incarnation of all that is wrong with humanity and everything about it. No. And a bunch more times no. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive. The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words.
Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
Hey.
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura. Oh, fantastic. He said it so openly. It made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal, even though he just revealed a huge secret. What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
What is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh, I didn't bring you guys in here for a motive. No, I'm just gonna drop a bombshell on you. Now people are gonna want to try and kill her, or she's gonna have to like defend herself. This is what's happening, man.
Wait,
Shut up, no one likes you. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood that what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal. So, what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
Well, he's
You're
wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
Well, that sucks. What? Then he was being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
Indeed you are. So you've been lying to us all this time.
huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. You're talking like you know that for a fact. Well, that's because I do! Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I was keeping it to myself, yo. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. It was some next level anime nonsense, but it was pretty epic. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. Okay, yeah. What do you, like, I don't even know. Just shut up. Ridiculous. Do you live in a sort of alternate reality fairy tale? Says a man so high on his own ego that you could see it from space.
Not possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants. This isn't a Celeste we're talking about, okay?
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that! Okay then, Sakura, if you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious. Oh my god, someone take a Gallagher hammer to this guy's head already.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat.
Shut up, I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. Lord knows she definitely could. It would not have been difficult.
I see.
So even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, things have gotten so much worse.
What the heck?
Literally, all you do is scream.
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. But I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on, what do you mean if you go both down?
Hina,
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
but
Sakura.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's just the start of the unbelievable horror train that's about to go down. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... Byakuya? Nope, no, alright. The ding dong bing bong. I still say he's probably going to be the first one to actually say something. Don't care, Monokuma. I don't care. Hey! I called it.
no way.
Don't make me repeat.
Over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss. Blah, 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 blah. I'm an insufferable prick. That's how the world works. And now Hina's, oh, she's going to be upset, and she's going to be making enemies, and something bad's going to happen to either Sakura or her, and I don't know which, and I don't want it to be either because they're the characters I like the most. Oh my god.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
Uh-huh.
What is this?
Calm down.
Talking about it isn't gonna help anything, especially when you're trying to convince psychos.
Why?
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue the discussion tomorrow. Can I not be involved in it? I am not a fan of all this incredible pressure and stress. It's wearing me down in the worst of ways, as it always does. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. See, this is why it takes me so long to play each chapter of this game. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? I have no idea.